Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm updating today on Eyes Project Pan, which was created by Deb B here on YouTube. And I absolutely love this project so much. It's probably my favorite project right now. It gives me the opportunity to do whatever I want to do with all of my eyeshadows. And as you guys know, eyeshadows are one of my favorite makeup items. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what I am rolling out and what I'm going to be bringing in for December, which is so exciting. The first item that I have is the Glaminatrix Barely Basic. I have used this, I think, twice in the month of November, and I really enjoyed this a lot. It was very beautiful, very neutral. So like if you're wearing a neutral eye, but with a pop of color, just gives you a little bit of pizzazz using like an indie, really shimmery, shiny, silky, wet looking lid shade. It just gives you that extra oomph, that you're looking for. So I'm not going to show you the mirror on the top, so I'll put this upside down because the mirror is like, eh. So you can see the the shimmer shades that I have used using this palette. But I used a lot of these shades and some of the cooler toned shades. Nothing in the center really yet, except for the more sparkly shades, like the duochromes, multichromes, whatever. So this was a really beautiful palette to use. I enjoyed the looks that I had created when I used this eyeshadow palette. And I'm actually sad to put it back. I wasn't going to, but I am, because December is the month that I want to pull in all of my seasonal type palettes and stuff. So I am going to be moving most, if not all, everything back. So the next one that I have is the Bella Beauty Bar Smoky Glam. And this is fantastic. I'm so glad that I ordered this. I wore this out shopping a couple days ago with a friend, and I probably got 7 compliments throughout the mall on my eyeshadow, and this is what I was wearing. So if you want compliments on your eyeshadow, highly recommend that. But I'm not like telling you to go out and buy stuff. If you have a similar color story, I feel like people really truly loved the look of this. I'm just not trying to encourage people to buy things right now. Christmas is expensive enough, but if you know someone who may want something like this on their Christmas list, I highly recommend it. It's absolutely beautiful. And I really thoroughly enjoyed using this a lot. I just, yeah, I had so much fun with it. I feel like the raspberry tones complement my eyes so well. So I really, really enjoyed using that palette. And there's a lot of cool toned gray and taupe shades in here as well, which is really nice. But I held off on this for ever since it came out. I was like, I need it, and I just held off and held off because it's very expensive to buy things from the US, especially Bella Beauty Bar, NC Rain. Those eyeshadow palettes would equate to like $200 per palette Canadian once you factor in all the fees. Well, now that there is I Feel Beautiful Canada, I can order something like this for the regular price plus $20 shipping. Sometimes it's less. Just sometimes I buy more than one palette in a shipment. And I feel like that's quite dangerous because I've already placed like 6 orders with them, so I need to stop for a while. But I've been really enjoying everything that I've picked up, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity to buy indie eyeshadows from the US in Canada now. I'm just so thankful that someone created that. Because honestly, I'm benefiting so much from it, and like not losing out on all that money and paying duty and oh, it's just too much. It's too much. So love both of those. Fantastic eyeshadow palettes. So happy I have them. The next one is the Natasha Denona Singles. I didn't actually use this eyeshadow palette, so part of me wants to leave this in. It's a little more fall and raspberry looking, but I think I could get away with at least this shade. Oop. Oh my gosh. One of the eyeshadows just fell out. Oh my god. Let me see if I can. Please don't break. Please don't break. Oh my gosh. I can salvage it. Oh my gosh. Do I even need to salvage this? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that just happened. I have to be so careful. That just fell right all over my shirt. Um, so I'll just show you like this. This is the one that fell out. That was crazy. It actually, when it came to me, it was already loose in the pan, so I felt like it wasn't pressed properly. So I'll just have to like really, such a beautiful shade too. This was the one that I was referring to, which I'm gonna try and swatch again because it doesn't look very pretty. There we go. They're a little dull if I'm being completely honest, but it's because I'm so used to indie shades now. You know, they've like spoiled me so much. There's so much beautiful eyeshadow now that it's like I just can't handle poor quality. And with Natasha Denona, like I'm expecting more opaque quality, but not everybody wants that, right? Not everybody wants the same things as I do. So I have to remember that. But you know what? I'll grab this if I want to, but I'm going to put it back because clearly if I haven't used it in a month, I'm probably not going to like race for it. So I'll grab it if I really want to. And I've been using a lot of other eyeshadows and stuff like that. So yeah. The next one is the Pat McGrath Holiday 2021. Now, this one is not technically an Eyes Project Pan item. This is actually like a Pan That palette, which is a quarterly thing that Kim and Andrea and I are doing. So each quarter of the year, we pick a new palette to kind of do a little focus on. And this is the one that I'm working on. And when I tell you this is so stunning and fabulous, yes, the quality is changing, but if I just put a glitter base down, it is like brand spanking new. And I have fallen in love again with this eyeshadow palette, and I'm disappointed in myself that I haven't been using it, but I have so many palettes, and using a Pan That palette for 2024 just took so much time away from all of my other palettes that I'm so disappointed. So I will not be doing a Pan That palette again for some time. But that one will stay in until the end of the year. So you will see that in just a few minutes when I talk about the stuff that I'm bringing in. But the next one is the Fall Singles Eyeshadow Palette. Now, I'm wearing this one on my eyes today. Sad, this one is going to go back. I'm going to move all of these back into their regular homes. I apologize for the ring light reflection, but this, you know what I'll do is this. This is so much better. I just feel like this is a fabulous, fabulous palette. And I've really enjoyed using every single one of these shades. I did a video where I swatched all of these so that you could see what they look like together. But I'm telling you, like, this is such a fabulous palette. And I really enjoy the look that I have on today. I have this all over my lid, which is so sparkly and beautiful. Oh my goodness. I have this one and this one in my crease. I have a little bit of this in the outer corner, but mostly my Pan That palette because I still just have the darkest shade left. And I put this in my inner corner right here. This is what's in my inner corner, which is such a beautiful shade. And I think that's it from here. But I have really, really, really enjoyed using this a lot. But those will go back. And the next thing is the Mothership Celestial Divinity Purple Singles. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, I had put the other thing on the second line and then I squished this under. So Purple Singles is this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the one that I was talking about, and I had used this a little bit. It's so beautiful. I really like this for a very soft, subdued, like purple looking eye look. And I'll swatch a couple of these shades for you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't want to put it away. I just don't want to put it away. Wow. Okay. Those are the shades. Those are just 4 of the shades that I grabbed. But oh my gosh. I don't want to put it away, but I have to. So all those singles will be going back into their regular homes. And yeah, I'll choose something else later. But I also have this Flying Fiddles, and I have a feeling that this is in a project. But I'm going to put it back because it's taking up room in here. And I'm pretty sure I've used this like 4 times, maybe 5 times just in the last month. So whatever goal I set, I'm pretty sure I've already reached that. So I'm going to show you what this looks like as well. But I didn't want to put this one back either, honestly. But I want to bring out new ones. But this is such a fabulous neutral eye look with pops of blue and a little bit of green. It's just so fabulous. I just adore Adept Cosmetics. They are probably one of my favorite, I have like 4 tied for 1, like tied for first. But I am obsessed with Adept Cosmetics and the Flying Fiddles palette. It's just fantastic. So highly recommend that as well. I've really enjoyed my eyeshadow and I have a lot of fun in the month of November. But now we'll talk about, I just want to grab my coffee first here. We'll talk about the items that I'm going to be bringing in. Yes, I needed that. Okay, so obviously this is going to be staying in until the end of the month. We've already seen that one, but not to make it any like small. Oh, I just realized that this is a sticker. I'm not trying to minimize the quality and value of this. I absolutely love it. It looks very cheap for some reason with that sticker on it. But oh my gosh. Absolutely love that. This one is one of the exciting things for me. As you know, I put back most of my single eyeshadow palettes. I have made a separate video on this, so I really want you to go ahead and watch that video so you can physically see some of the things that I've put in this palette. But I have a Give Me Glow eyeshadow palette, which is incredibly large. We all know how large these palettes are, but it's even larger than that. So you'll see a lot of single eyeshadows in here. Now, I wanted to create a holiday eyeshadow palette of singles. There are some neutrals because I do like to sometimes blend my crease out with some neutral eyeshadows. Also to subdue some of the really bold, strong blue kind of colors. Blue isn't something I typically wear, but I do feel like it's very wintry, like a very winter wonderland shade. So I wanted to bring in the blues, but I also wanted to bring in the greens and reds with hints of purples listed throughout there, maybe to pair with some of the blues. And I just feel like this is such a great single eyeshadow palette. It doesn't look super, like there are bold pops in here, but it doesn't look overwhelming to me, which is what I really like. There's a lot of like soft colors in here, some neutrals. There's like a really nice dark outer corner shade, and then like a really nice inner corner all over lid kind of shade. I have this like nice silver and gold color. I will talk about more of this palette in that other video, but I'm just so excited to play with this. I'm also a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I don't tend to wear a lot of blue. I'm wearing a little bit of a hint of blue in the sparkly shadow on my lid today, but it's barely noticeable. So I hope I get a lot of use out of this single eyeshadow palette. The next one I'm going to bring in is one that is unopened, but it has greens in it, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau eyeshadow palette. Now, I want to bring in as many new eyeshadows or new eyeshadow palettes as I can so that I can get rid of the packaging. But this is what it looks like here. And this is what the inside looks like. So it's kind of neutral, everyday wear, and I want to see what I think of this. I have not used it, and I bought it quite a while ago, so that needs to be tried. Next, I'm going to be bringing in Strawberry Shortcake Berrylicious palette with Glam Light. Again, something that I've had for over a year and is still in the packaging. So that's why I'm bringing some of these in, is because they're relatively new, not necessarily because they're straight up Christmas or holiday themed, but I want to bring them in because they are new, and also they have some greens and stuff in them. So I want to try and absorb some green eyeshadow. Not absorb. Oh my gosh. I want to try some green eyeshadows on my eyes in December. I don't understand what these are about, but that's okay. So there's a lot of pinks in here. There are some red leaning pink shades, but it's mostly the greens that I want to play around with in that palette. And the last one that I'm bringing in because it's new is the Mariposas palette, Amore Mariposas palette from Melt Cosmetics. And this I've had again for probably at least a year, and I've never tried it, and that is absolutely ridiculous because the quality is probably changing. But how stunning is that cover? And this is such a gorgeous palette, which has reds, golds, greens. So I can definitely utilize this during the holiday month. And my eyeshadows are probably going to be a little strong in the month of December. But all of these palettes so far are going to pair well with my last shade in my Pan That palette. It's kind of a little bit of a spoiler of where I'm at right now. So, but it's fine. It's just one shade left. Oops, I dropped something I will find later. I think it was just a sheet from one of the palettes. The next one that I want to bring in is the Michaela palette. I think this is part 2. I think this is part 2, but it doesn't say anywhere. whatever. This one has a ton of golds and greens and some blues. So it'll give me an opportunity to utilize. And oh my God, this blue is fabulous. I've actually used a lot of this blue shade. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with that again. That is gorgeous for winter. Okay, I'm excited about using some of these. The next one, now these are more like Christmas themed. This is the Christmas Morning from Give Me Glow. And it's so beautiful. Like, if you ever think of a Christmas palette, it's going to be this one. It's so gorgeous. Of course, you have your green pairing, your more neutral gold pairing, your red pairing, and then your cool toned like coal and like shiny Christmas glisten. This is just Christmas in a palette, and I'm very excited to play with it. I do enjoy this quite a bit. You guys know I like my Give Me Glow eyeshadows because you see them all in my singles. The next I'm bringing in are the Odin's Eye palettes, of course, Christmas Morning and Christmas Eve. So I'm going to be bringing those in. I will quickly open them up. I think they have just re-released their Christmas palettes from past, which is one of this, of course. This is probably my favorite of the two. Absolutely stunning, but this was like an iconic release from Odin's Eye, and they have released some since. I haven't gotten any Christmas palettes since, because I don't think any other release has beaten these releases, honestly. Like, I would like to get one from this year, but I've bought enough eyeshadow palettes for a while, and as you can see, I have a huge stack here to try and use in 1 month. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up or not, but more or less, I'm probably not. This one's got a lot more like silver and gold with pops of blue. Again, that winter wonderland, some gold, a little bit of purple. So I also see a lot of myself when I think of Christmas. I see colors that I would pick for a Christmas palette as well, as you can tell from my singles, which makes me really enjoy this palette a lot. Because it's something that I connect with. And then last but not least, I could not resist bringing this in. And it's the Legend of Ardra from Adept Cosmetics. And you guys know I am obsessed with Adept Cosmetics. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. This is more so just for me to bring in a palette that I want to use. And I haven't really played with this yet since I got it. So I think I maybe used it, once? Did I even use it once, or did I just swatch it? I don't even remember. So time to get some use on that. I want to make sure I remember that I used it and that I know what it's like. So that is everything that I'm bringing in for Eyes Project Pan. Please don't forget to check out Deb. Before I get into more things, I just want to say I hope you like this video. It really helps out my channel. I would really appreciate it. It means everything to me. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button. There's going to be tons of different things coming on my channel for next year, more focuses, less consumerism. I'm just going to try to use the things that I have and enjoy the things that I've already purchased, while just explaining to you guys what I like, what I don't, and maybe decluttering some things. So I hope you join me for that, but please check out Deb from Deb B. This was running from January 4th to December 31st. So I have just over a month of usage on this, and then it's going to start again January 4th. So I'm very excited for this project pan starting again. It's, again, one of my favorites. So please definitely try this project out. You just do whatever you want, create any goals. You are supposed to pick a peak and a pit. Oh my gosh, a peak and a pit. So your favorite and your least favorite. Obviously, I would say like this is my least favorite. I didn't even touch it. And honestly, the quality of these two in comparison to everything else is like, you know, and these are, I know these are shadows I'm bringing in now, but when you consider the other eyeshadow palettes, it's the pit. And then I would probably say everything else would be a peak. Like every single other eyeshadow palette, wow, that got bright for a second, but every other eyeshadow palette would be a peak because they were all so fabulous. I enjoyed every single one, and I put hearts beside every single one. So I don't have one peak. I loved them all. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day. Please stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!